Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. You can see that the president have had meeting with the traditional rulers yesterday concerning this upcoming protest. So, what is your take or view on the movement?
Okay, thanks for having me. If you are watching, kindly subscribe, on notifications, like and share with others. Yesterday, our president was having series of meeting with different kinds of people. You understand? Traditional rulers, impossible, babalawo, impossible, everybody. But the problem is not the meeting. The problem is people are hungry. Ebi Pawaralu. Understand? Bring down the prices of food first. I told you, the people that are listening, I've been giving government an exposés. Nobody's asking me. 3 human beings are leading the protest. 3 human beings. Who are the human beings? But they're not even human beings. Number one, Mr. Hunger, Mr. Poverty, and Mr. Inflation. Those are the people that are leading the protest. So if you arrest the 3 of them, they are not for any protest in Nigeria. Let the government, let them arrest these people. That's what I mean. So when they say, oh, there's no people who come out to protest. Yesterday, for example, we saw the president having meetings with different national rulers, but we now saw him again. He had a meeting with a closed door on New of Ife and Sultan of Sokoto. And I'm asking a question, simple question. Nigeria is still on the tripod. There's supposed to be three legs. Yeah, the Igbo people don't they have a king? So ordinarily, the president should be having meetings with the national rulers of the Yoruba land, which is the Oni of Ife. Sometimes it is the ruler of the north, and an Igbo man, maybe the Obi of Onitsha, should be there. Nigeria is still on the tripod, 3 legs, like a kenafem. So why must it be only Yorubas and Hausa be represented? I'm not talking about even Tinubu, I'm talking about even the former administration. Until there's justice and equity, there cannot be peace and progress. So the Igbo do, they have their own king too. Their king supposed to be there. This is how we want to see in Nigeria. Until we are morning, sir.
Good morning,
We've seen the minister of the FCT, former governor Wike, have said that protests in FCT will not be allowed. That's number one. Number two, that August 1st is now a day for the national rulers in Abuja. What do you have to say about it?
Thank you for having me, Mr. Ariwan. It is quite unfortunate that the wicked that should know better is the one trying to violate the rights of citizens. Because if you look at Section 40 of 1999 Constitution as amended, it guarantees freedom of protest, and it has to do with freedom of assembly, so long as you are doing it within the ambit of the law, is peaceful. So I'm at a loss as to where the FCT minister is drawing the power to guide Nigerians, to tell Nigerians where to go and where not to go. Because whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter your opinion, it doesn't matter whether you like the face of Nigeria. If the people feel dissatisfied with the policy of government, with the programs of government, with the trajectory the government is following, nobody, not even the president, reserve the right, the power to stop them. And this is where democracy comes in. This is where rule of law comes in. The other time, we recall when Mr. President went overboard and said that he was addressing APC supporters concerning the forthcoming gubernatorial election in Edo State, where he was asking, do you want Edo back? And they say yes. And he laid emphasis and said, and the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will give it to you. Meaning he was speaking his capacity as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So we're at a loss where the president derived the power to start giving a state to a political party in an election that's supposed to be contested and won on the basis of medical strength, having gone to the people to canvass for vote based on your manifesto. Now, I may not be surprised seeing Wike doing this because he may be learning fast from his master. So, but one thing is clear, that a Wike do not have that power he's trying to exercise.
Yes.
The power of freedom of movement, the power of peaceful protest is a legitimate right in our constitution, domiciled in our constitution, and even internationally. But all the fears of government, all the interaction I've had with people, conversations around this proposed protest, no one is canvassing violence.
Yes.
So I'm at a loss where the president is drawing inference from, citing answers. All the people have had that. What they're saying is there's hunger in the land, there's food inflation, there's insecurity. Address it. So for me, I think a Wike is trying to harm and intimidate Nigerians.
So, before I let you go, now this is the second question. Now we've seen Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our president. He has been meeting with international rulers and some top one at that. Now, the question is this simple. Don't you think that we should have sent China energy in meeting with Nigerians instead of with international rulers? And again, what do you think that the influence of the international rulers have on Nigerians regarding this upcoming protest?
For me, the more the president meet with the traditional rulers, because the people are even seeing them as part of government,
Yes.
it will even anger the people the more.
Yes.
Because each time you say you release, like the other time they said they release grain from strategic grain reserve, they are supposed to worth about is it 4 billion to each state. To be quite honest with you, in practical terms, people did not see the grain. At the point, one person, I think is a government official, came out to say there is no grain in strategic grain reserve. So for me, what you need to do is address this hunger. And if I'm able to ask, at the time,
Yes.
federal government received grain worth of 250,000 metric tons of grain from Ukraine. And people are not even asking questions. Where and how the government distribute this grain? And the government currently is talking about solving the issue of this food inflation. And we have not seen any tangible plan on ground. We have not seen, okay, even they said the government said they released some trucks of grain to states. To be quite honest with you, I have not come across any Nigerian that will say he benefited from it. So, if the government is, for what I've seen, most of the promises they promise, they are not doing it. They are striving on propaganda. Because if the government told us, have an issue, that they were going to raise money to give to some companies, about 75 of them, I'm talking about 1 billion each to about 75 companies,
Yes.
as a way of galvanizing economic activities, improving our GDP, and giving people employment. And according to the government, it was one of the ways to cushion the effect of some of gasoline.
Yes.
But after that promise, they have not done it.
Yes.
Where they told us that they were going to give 50,000 each to a good number of nano business owners. More than 1 year after that promise, they have not done it. They equally promised us that they were giving 500,000 and 1 million to a good number of small and medium scale enterprises. Mr. Riwa, to be quite honest with you, more than 1 year after the promise, they have not done it. So it's even become difficult to believe the government. What about the vehicle that run on CNG, compared natural gas they promise? I have not seen any government or rather any vehicle in that scheme that is on Nigerian road. So for me, I think this government is striving on propaganda, if I must tell you.
So, finally, before I let you go, I'm looking at one development now in Nigeria. Military said, if I let you go, that they are on red alert for any the violent protest. Maybe they'll be shot at. But we've seen this woman said that the last answers was the violence came from so-called government-sponsored talks. He said on national television. You are running off now. What do you have to say about it? Do you think that the military are justified in saying that they're going to shoot at violent protesters? And who are the violent protesters that we may likely see during this upcoming protest?
I think what is happening is perhaps this idea that says give a dog a bad name in order to hang it. Because however I look at it, I've said it here, I've not come across anybody preaching violence with respect to this forthcoming protest. And the government may be using it as an excuse. Perhaps they may even turn around to sponsor talks to break the rights of protesters and turn around to accuse people that they go violent. As such, that may be an excuse to use violence to stop the protest. But let me quickly say that in every protest, even if people are going violent, it's condemnable anyway. But there are rules of engagement. You don't use firearm. What you do is you use water cannon. If at what you tear gas to disperse the people. But unfortunately in Nigeria, the next response from the returning agencies is maybe one.
I don't know, be Lagos. Good morning, sir. So we've seen Governor Yeson Wike said, Governor of Rivers State, and now FCT Minister said that protest will not be allowed in Abuja, and that August 1st is the day set for the how do I put it? It's set for the international rulers to celebrate them. What do you have to say?
Thank you very much. for Wike to come out and start saying that the protest will not be held in Abuja. Don't forget that Abuja is the capital city of Nigeria.
Yes.
And where you have all these people who are eating our money. But like Wike, don't forget, Wike was a governor during the EndSARS in Rivers State. He said the same thing what happened. Rivers State was hard in EndSARS.
Yes.
He couldn't stop it. So you are telling Abuja people not to stop. No. When the father is beating his son,
Yes.
he said she don't cry. Abi, we say they are hungry. People say they are hungry.
Yes.
So but the elite are spending money no recovery back.
Yes.
They say they are hungry. Poor people say they are hungry. So when it come for election now, Abi, can we can tell the Abuja they should not come out?
No.
Now he has talked to Nigeria to spoke. He said they should not come out. Wike, he has a big problem. He should first problem that is, he should solve his problem first.
Yes.
Protest must go on. Protest is our right.
Yes.
We are not saying go and kill, go and destroy. We can't destroy our property.
Yes.
But we have the right to tell our father what we promise. We have not seen it.
Yes.
Have that also?
Yes, so.
You say we don't come out. So when you come for election now, you call us to come out. I mean, this time around, what we need now, we want to tell our government that, number one, revise subsidy. Number two, make our food available cheap. That is it. They are not saying they want to collapse the country. We don't have another country. But what we are saying, again, during 2012, this government was opposition. They provide everything for those protesters.
Yes.
Today they are telling us to go and protest. What we need, let them provide us the way they provide 2012. Provide musicians, provide this, and listen to us.
Yes.
And listen to that is complaint.
Yes.
Number one complaint, they remove subsidy back. I can't pay rent, I can't eat. I'm dying, people are dying.
Yes.
So you say they should not come out and protest. Wike, I don't understand you. Are you? It's like you're adding more salt. Shut up. Quenching it with cold water. You're adding more fire. So I think that is it. You're making mistake.
So before I let you go, we saw yesterday President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He had a meeting with the kings and the royal fathers. So now the question is that in meeting the royal fathers, will that stop the protest?
You can't stop the protest. This royal father, they just collect money. They don't interact with people. So they have they have seen it. They are not doing their own what they're supposed to have done. If come and pay, the royal father is going to be the next people for you to run to. They are all paid. Look at Emir and Bayero. How they are fighting themselves in Kano. So is it those people you go and meet? Some of these things who are fighting themselves, who are not even settled. So my brother, protest in Nigeria is my right, is your right. So far, we did not destroy what belongs to us. I think that's where we need to go.
Thanks for coming. Edo no be Lagos.
Edo no be Lagos.
I can never be Lagos.
It can never be.
And APC cannot take Edo
And
State.
again, tell Yaloja, Tinubu daughter, you should leave Edo alone. Why you want to go and install Yaloja in Edo State? It's very wrong. Please stay. Edo women are protesting.
Yes.
Tinubu wife. No, that's Tinubu daughter.
Morning, sir. So in 2 minutes, I'm asking this question. Number one, Wike have said that there will be no protest in Abuja. Again, now declared that August 1st as a day to celebrate traditional rulers in Abuja. What do you have to say about it?
Yes, unfortunately, unknown to Wike, unknowingly to Wike, he does not understand that what is coming is not about Wike, it's not about traditional rulers, it's about death. Nigerians have been threatened to death and they want to stand up. They are deciding that it's better, I die a hero than to die a coward. So it's two things now. So if the Wike is going to play along that line, so be it. But as I'm talking to you now, most of the Nigerian politicians are packing their bags. They have already occupied the international airport anywhere, and they are flying out on daily basis as I speak to you because they don't know the direction, the dimension this is going to take place. So I would have advised Bola Ahmed Tinubu at this point in time to be very cautious, not to provoke the hunger to end bad government and towards revolution.
Yes.
That's hunger, end bad government, then revolution. The protest is going to run in 3 phases. The first phase is hunger, the second phase is end bad government, and the third phase is revolution. That is where the government need to be very careful. By the time it moves from hunger to end bad government, they need to be careful. No shooting, no shooting, no shooting. Chief of Army Minister, please, no shooting. Leave Nigerians, let them do their normal thing, let them do their normal protest, because it is their constitutional right. That's what Femi Falana is saying. Femi Falana said it. Say it is their constitutional right. That the violence of Esther started when the army were shooting the protesters. So if they don't want it to turn to Tinubu must go, which is going to be the revolution stage of it, then what Tinubu need to do is to caution his military, caution the police, also caution the paramilitary against using excessive force on the protesters, because it will trigger revolution.
So before I let you go, now we've seen Tinubu meeting national rulers in Nigeria. I'm going somewhere with this question. Now he met, they call them 2 first national rulers. One is the Oni of Ife. Second one is the Sultan of Sokoto. And I'm asking a question. Nigeria is still on the tripod. Supposed to be Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa. Doesn't Igbo have a national ruler that should have represented them instead of having just 2? That's number one. Number two, do you think that meeting national rulers is enough instead of talking to Nigeria?
No, they've already advised him to do a broadcast in that regard, but that's nonsense. But let me tell you, the foundation of this protest is coming from the north.
Yes.
Picking Sultan of Sokoto, who has already warned him that the situation in the north is very, threatening.
Yes.
That if anything happens, that he had no day. I think he made such comments some time ago.
Yes.
So, it shows that Tinubu want to parley with the Northerners in this regard, understanding the factor that the southern factor might likely play in, which is tribalism, which might relax the protest a bit, So the only thing he needs to do is to choose a northern high-profile monarch and one from the southwest, to do a kind of arrangement to cushion the effect or possibly stop it. So, but Nigerians are beginning to observe that, that why is it that this government is very, archaic in doing things. Tinubu is not thoroughly knowledgeable about government and governance. That's what it shows. And for national peace and stability, we expected that the entire hierarchy, including Benin, should have been part of that meeting where issues like this will be discussed. But no matter how you look at it, they are